Hey Aries, it's Jen here. This is your mid-October check-in. I'm going to do a little more channeling and a little less strict card reading this month. I did want to remind you what's going on astrologically. I'm not an astrologer, so this is more my take on it. Go check out your favorite astrologer if you want the by the book astrology. So we have that full moon in Aries on October 1st. Mercury goes retrograde on October 14th, but of course we're in shadow for all of October. We're in the sign of Libra in October until Scorpio around, I don't know, the 21st or something. 23rd, 21st, I can't remember. No, it has to be early. Yeah. And a new moon in Libra on the 16th. Venus moves into Libra on the 28th. I hope you're noticing I'm saying Libra a lot, your fellow air sign. And then really cool, we have a blue moon this month, so our second full moon on Halloween in Taurus, which I just am very excited for. Look at the sun though. I think this is you're the second to the last sign I'm doing, and I'm pretty confident this is the first time the sun card has come out in all of these October readings. So I'm feeling a Leo connection. This is an aha moment. So with all this moon energy, I feel like you, Aquarius, are going to gain clarity. If you've been uncertain of your emotions, how you feel about things, you're going to have just I just heard come to Jesus moment. It's not something I usually say. You're really going to, and I'm not even sure I know exactly what that means necessarily, but you're just going to get something. You're just going to see something so clearly. I feel like it's going to bring a lot of peace because it's something that maybe you've been struggling with. I mean, it could even be something like from childhood. But you may be falling in love. You may be feeling very attractive and sexual and virile. You may be pursuing someone, or someone may be with this energy, may be pursuing you. With all this Libra energy, that Aries full moon, that attraction, that passion, Libra just wants to connect with people and couple with people. And that Venus energy, the love, and then that Taurus at the end, that full moon, I see it just kind of sticking, being sustainable. So it's a nice balance though of fire, air, and earth. We do have Scorpio, so we do also have that water coming in at the end of the month. I see you getting outside, breathing fresh air. Maybe you're starting an exercise routine. Photography is coming in. Okay, let's. Three of Wands. Yeah, I almost said astronomy and then I didn't, but I'm almost getting that imagery of the big telescopes, observatories on top of a mountain, and taking pictures of the universe. Someone else had the universe come up. Oh crap, I can never remember. I can't remember who it was. But thinking really, really broadly, like existential thinking. Where have I been? Where am I now? Where am I going? A little bit of, but in a positive way, some people look at midlife crisis and there's the negative aspect where someone, dumps, I think it's always on the guy, right? Dumps their wife and buys a sports car and starts dating someone much, much younger to try to regain their youth. But to me, it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing. It could be I was just, Pink Floyd Time. Um, oh no, I can't sing, so I'm not going to sing, but it's the phrase in that song where it says, it's a, time is the same in a relative. It says something like you wake up and 10 years have passed behind you. No one told you when to run. You missed the starting gun. That's it. Woo! Wow, I just got the chills big time. Yeah, I'm turning 50 this year. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, we don't need to go into me, but I have that feeling. And I don't think I have really any Aquarius in my chart, but it's just like, whoa, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? It's time's moving on. So make sure that this came up for another sign too. Make sure you're living. You're living. You wake up and yes, I have another day, and every day is a day for a fresh start and a day to enjoy and do something. And instead of just going through the motions and waking up one day and all the things you've said you're gonna do or you want to do you haven't done any of them. And we have our excuses, right? I could lift off a bunch of excuses why I haven't exercised regularly. Although I have, see, this is where I get it. I have with the pandemic because I've been home, so I've gotten an hour and a half of my day back that I'm not commuting. I've reduced my hours some, although I've been I need to stop saying that because I've been working with my son, so I've been working more than full time actually. And you can get in a half hour workout and at lunch and just pop back on Zoom and no one knows you're sweaty. So yeah, some of the excuses are valid, but in some way they're not at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's that type of thought, like, what am I fucking waiting for? I just see this real aha moment. And it's motivating you to, and this we had been in Virgo. The Hermit's come out for a lot. We'll see if it comes out for you. But where I am right now is not how it's always going to be. So getting that perspective. And no matter how old you are, it's never too late. It's never too late. And maybe on some level you resigned yourself to your life sort of, okay, this is the way it's always going to be. And that's shaking that up and saying, no, where do I want to go? It's every day is just the beginning. Gotta let go of some burdens, self-limiting thoughts, responsibility. Jen, I can't do this. I have college coming up. I have kids. I have my job. I get it. But this month you are going to figure out how to balance things out and maybe come to the realization that you're carrying some burdens that you no longer need to carry or that are not yours to carry in the first place. You've been exhausted. I love the imagery in this picture though. I just thought of it. He's taking, usually in the traditional Rider-Waite, the 10 of Wands, the person has the 10 wands on their back and they're hunched over and They don't think they can go on anymore. And I always picture, and there's actually a deck called the After Tarot, and this is exactly what they have the exact same next frame in mind. It's the next frame after the traditional tarot picture, and the wands are on the ground. And so I always say, throw that bundle of wands down and look at them. What wands are truly yours to carry? And even if they're yours, is it something you still need to carry? Because is it resentment? Is it, things that no longer are serving us? But I kind of love in this picture, they're feeding the fire. So I'm getting a recycling vibe. Maybe you're really into reusing things or repurposing things, reuse, reduce, recycle, repurpose, all those types of things. Maybe you'll be selling things, decluttering. But your energy is that none of that was in vain, though. I'm not going to, although I'm aware that, boy, those last 10 years are behind me and it was in a blink of an eye and I wasn't conscious during it, a lot of it. It didn't mean a lot of wonderful things didn't happen, and that now you're going to carry the, oh my God, I fucked that up with you. It's just a motivation moving forward, to be more present. And that if you're always waiting for the perfect time to move, to travel, to start something new, if you're staying in toxic situations, this is very much a card about moving away from toxic situations. You may leave a relationship, a job, something that you've been in for a long time because you realize it is not positive for you. And maybe it's something you've resigned yourself, like, oh, this is just the way it has to be. And you're like, no, it doesn't have to be that way. I don't have to deal with this bad behavior or stay with this group if it's toxic and it's not positive. Enlightenment. I just see the sun's lighting things up. This looks like a sunrise, like the sun's coming up and the clouds are clearing, feeding the fire. And then this is a very bright, the rainbow coming out after the storm. You may, if it isn't more of that midlife crisis type vibe, you may have gone through something harrowing, but you are definitely coming out of it. Things are balancing out, and you're beginning to see things clearly and more positively, and looking forward now to, almost with excitement and a little bit of impatience, like, all right, let's go. I'm ready to move on and do new things and experience things, and you're ready to go. Okay, I think, Aquarius, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you have a wonderful October. Take care.